Alright, what's up guys? So I just got a quick little video for you guys today, and it's on replacing the passenger side door handle. I've already fixed this one, but for video purposes I'm going to take it back off and show you guys how to replace it. So it's a very common issue on Z's. They break a lot and then you're stuck opening the door from the inside, which is you have to roll a window down and then open it from the inside, which is no fun. So the tools you'll need is pretty minimal. It's just a flathead screwdriver and a 10mm socket with an extension on it and a ratchet, obviously. And the good thing about Z's is they're really easy to take out. Most vehicles, when I do them, you have to take the whole door panel off, which in Z's you don't have to. So the first thing, you want to pop off these two little grommets, and behind that is going to be a 10mm bolt. And those 10mm bolts are really easy to drop down inside the door, so be careful with them when you pull them off. So what I normally do is I break them loose. And now it's starting to rain, so I might go and slide later. And then after you've broken them loose with the ratchet, just do it with your hand, because this part is kind of critical, because you do not want to drop them. Once you feel that they've completely backed out altogether, just slowly, I'm doing this with my left hand so I might drop it, I'm right-handed. Oh, that one's still stuck in there. Or unless if you have a magnet, you can do it with that. And then slowly lift the front of the socket up so that way it doesn't fall inside. That's one. That was really sketchy because I'm doing this with my left hand. The top one isn't so bad because it's a lot closer to the edge or to the outside. And then once you've done that, taking the bolts off, come around to the other side. If you have the original door handles, you might have to actually pry it out because they get stuck to the door. But this has already been replaced. This is the brand new one, so I didn't have to do that. But basically, you want to pop it out a little bit like that first. Pull it out slowly. Be careful because it's got plastic rods and all that retainers in there. Okay, and then once you've done that, you got to take these clips out. Those basically just pop out like that. And then you can push this rod right out. It's kind of tricky. Okay, so this rod will want to fall inside, so you have to pick this back up and keep it somewhere. And then also this purple or the pink one at the bottom, same deal, pops out. This one should stay. It might not actually. Actually, no, that will stay. And then so you'll be replacing this door handle unit, but not the lock. So I'm not gonna do this because it's really easy, so you guys should get it. There's gonna be two bolts. I'm missing one, but I don't really care. There's gonna be two bolts that holds this whole locking mechanism in place, and that twists off like that and then pops out, and then you put it in the new door handle, and then same thing, bolted down again. And then this is the tricky parts to this. You gotta grab this rod basically and pop that back in, and these just clip in. And then after that's done, you're gonna move on to doing the main rod, which is gonna sit inside there like that. And this is the trickiest thing to doing the door handle on these. And this end slots into a hole on that little blue plastic piece. Basically just sits in there like that, and that's what actually pushes that down to be for the door to be open. But we're not gonna put that in there. We're actually gonna slot that on the door handle first, because it is very tricky to actually get it lined up. So push the rod inside the door handle first, make sure it's in there, otherwise you're not going to be able to get it after you have it in this. And then push it on there, lock this one into. And now this is the trickiest bit. Sometimes it can go in easily and sometimes it won't, so get a flashlight, look in there, use a screwdriver, whatever you have to do to line that up. Okay, so right there. Sorry, you guys have to look at the bottom of my flashlight. Okay, so basically right around there. Okay, so that's slotted in. And now this door handle is kind of tricky to put back into. Basically you have to lift it up first a little bit, get this bottom part in first. Once Yeah, the bottom's not in yet, so pop it back out again. Because the bottom has a tab that needs to slot in. Okay, once that tab is slotted in, then you push the door handle down, then push it in, and then you can actually start bolting it down. And this time I'm actually going to do it with my right hand instead of trying with my left. So I normally just put the bolt in the socket and just drop it in. But if you have to, you can put a piece of paper in the socket or something to keep the bolt from falling out. Because if you do drop that in there, you basically have to take the whole door panel off. So I bought this door handle on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description because whenever I try to look for one of these OEM, they're close to $100 and I don't want to pay that much for a door handle. And then only bad thing about this is it's not OEM, which means it feels really cheap. And when you bolt these down, you can't really go too tight with the bolts. So if you're not sure how much to torque it, I would just put red Loctite on it, then torque it lightly, because they will break. They're very fragile, but it does get the job done better than not having a not working door handle. So just lightly tighten that down. Nothing crazy, because if you go any more than that, you'll start hearing like crackling and all that from the door handle, which means it's getting ready to break. And then the rubber grommets go on. And then you just do some checks to make sure that the door handle works. That's closed. Make sure the car is unlocked. Okay, I thought it wasn't going to work for a second when my door was locked. So yeah, that works pretty good. It's a $40 fix, and the people want normally $70-80 used for these door handles, so I got a pretty good deal on it. So I'll link it down in the description. And if the video helped, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want to see some future drifting related content for this video. My next video is going to be an angle kit for this thing. That's why I have the wide body and all that, so this thing's going to be pretty sick. So subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.